The Wild Life. Two mice, Rufus, B.J. Oakey, and Cecil, Michael Sarich, are wandering around a ship looking for food. They find a biscuit to split, but are then pursued by a hungry cat. The cat chases the mice to the top of the ship, and the cat is caught by a pirate after being woken up. The pirate then spots a fire coming from a nearby island. The pirates bring in a young man, Robinson Crusoe, Yuri Lowenthal, who was found at the scene of the fire. As he is boarded onto the ship, to speak to the captain, a parrot named Mac, David Howard, or Tuesday, as Crusoe calls him, flies by the ship. He meets Rufus and Cecil, and he begins to tell them the story of how they got to this moment. Just days earlier, Mac was living with his large group of animal friends, Rosie, Lila Burzins, Scrubby, Joey Cayman, Kiki, Mare Harrington, Eepie, Sandy Fox, Carmelo, Colin Metzger, and Pango, Jeff Doucette. While everyone else is perfectly happy where they are, Mac dreams of seeing the world outside their island. Meanwhile, Crusoe was getting seasick on another ship with his dog Ainsley, Doug Stone. On the ship are also two hungry mangy cats, Mal, also Jeff Doucette, and May, D.B. Tinsley. Crusoe stops them from bothering him and Ainsley, then throws them into the cellar. Mal, the brains of the two, plots revenge. A fierce tropical storm hits. All the men on the ship escape with their lives, while Crusoe and Ainsley are left to fend for themselves. On the island, the animals are caught up in the mayhem when Scrubby falls over a cliff. The other animals try to rescue him, but they end up falling down a hole that slides toward another exit. Crusoe washes up on the island with Ainsley. The other animals think they are some sort of monsters, but Mac thinks the two may be his ticket off the island. Crusoe, on the other hand, thinks he is being pursued by cannibals, so he and Ainsley stay close on the wreckage of the ship. Crusoe starts to take stock of whatever he can recover from the ship. May and Mal have survived the storm and have made it onto the island too. They chase after Mac, but they are foiled once again, although Mac suffers a hurt wing. The cats convince the other animals that Crusoe and Ainsley are dangerous and that they are trying to eat Mac. They lead the animals to attack Crusoe, while the two of them go after Mac and Ainsley in the wrecked ship. The chase leads to a fire, and Ainsley is pinned under a door after giving Mac a chance to save himself. Ainsley dies in an explosion, while the cats are stuck on a rock away from the island. Crusoe holds a small memorial for Ainsley. Mac brings him back to his animal friends to cheer him up. Crusoe helps the animals out in ways such as giving Scrubby glasses to see, helping Eepie and Pango get food more easily, and introducing the others to music. The only animal not entirely won over by Crusoe is Kiki. Crusoe himself is just desperate to get off the island. He sits atop a watchtower he built to keep an eye out for ships, but none are ever in sight. Mal and May have gotten themselves a littler of kittens on the rock, and they set in motion their plans for revenge. The cats make their way toward the island to kill Crusoe and the animals. Even with their team of cats, the island animals manage to outsmart and subdue them. The little corners Mac on the watchtower, but he traps them up there. Mac then has to rescue Crusoe after a fire breaks out, and he's left unconscious. We are brought back to the pirate ship, where Mac is done with his story, while Crusoe is telling a more exaggerated version of his events. The cats have managed to make their way onto the ship. Crusoe and Mac manage to escape the ship, along with the mice, and they head back to the island, while the cats are stuck on the ship. The credits show Crusoe and Mac returning to the island with new friends and new adventures.